Kevin Nealon in the studio this morning, and Kevin is in town because you're just hanging out, or are you going to do something at Zany's?
I'm doing something at Zany's. I'm actually here because my wife is from Nashville, and she went to USN, and we met in Los Angeles, and she's a comedic actress. Susan Yeagley, her name is. Yes, and so we're back here with our son, and we wanted to visit her mom and dad, and do some trick-or-treating here where there's some foliage. Like
Seriously?
the way we had it growing up. Yeah.
So, hi, it's Kevin Nealon. Is that how it's going to go?
Well, I'll be out in the car.
Oh, okay.
With the heater on.
Because I'd come up with some candy, I swear.
I can already tell you how this is going. He put in a show at Zany's so he could write off the trip. Am I not
You're
right?
right. You're absolutely right.
I know how these work.
No, also
You're
I love doing stand-up, and I try to work wherever I go, and I haven't worked here in a long time, and I have a lot of friends here, and so it's going to be a nice little reunion.
We have a mutual friend, as we know.
Who's that?
Clint Black.
Clint Black, yeah.
Yes.
Clint. He's very funny.
Yes. Did you happen to see him when he was on Celebrity Apprentice last
Yes,
season?
I loved it last season.
He was like all up in their face and just,
Well, it's such a survival thing. I mean, he was giving me the first-hand report afterwards, after it aired about how crazy it is there.
Is that something you've ever thought about doing?
No. Oh, I only thought about not doing it.
Only.
Yeah. But it seemed like it's a real, broiler that they throw you in, and everybody kind of turns on you, and then they try to set you up so you look bad, and
Yeah, I'm having that problem myself, Kevin, because I'm about to be on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
I've done that before.
I was so glad to hear it.
Yeah.
You can give me all the pointers.
You just have to trust yourself. I mean, I had just one of the questions they asked me was about the Tsar of Russia at the time.
Oh boy.
And I can't remember his name now, but I just finished reading the book, and they asked me a question about that, and I thought, this is too coincidental. This can't be the same, person I was just read about, and so I went to the audience for help on that one, and I wasted a good
Lifeline.
Lifeline, yeah.
How much
they
did
don't
you
have
get?
Phone a Friend anymore either.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't.
No more Phone a Friend. But how much did you end up getting for charity?
I think on that one I got about 30,000.
Yeah.
I had better luck on Celebrity Poker Showdown. Yeah.
So are you a reality show veteran now?
Those
you
are
like
just
that
the
stuff?
only two I've done. And, of course, I won on American Idol a couple of years ago. Well, we all know that.
After you tripped Kimberly Locke.
Yeah.
That evil scene.
That's right.
Oh, no.
Is there one that you watch and that you'll admit to that's not
Guilty
just
pleasure?
a guilty pleasure?
Oh, American Idol.
American
Really?
Yeah, I love watching American Idol. Yeah.
When is that? That starts, in January? What season?
I think
Probably.
so. And we've had
I think the auditions are on now.
Melinda Doolittle from this area and
Yeah.
Kimberly Locke. We've got some great talent that's been represented there.
So many great singers on that show, and it's just it's what happens when you leave decisions into the hands of the American public.
Oh,
They don't always make the right decisions.
But enough about politics.
Oh,
It was so see-through.
Yes.
now you mentioned going trick or treating. So how old are your kids? Are they still young enough to really, really get into all of that?
Well, I have one child as far as I know.
Oh,
okay.
And I started late in life with children, so we have a 2.5-year-old. And
you're 73 now?
I'm 83.
Wow.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
but I use the night cream, so my face is really young. But I used to be well, actually, it's weird having a kid at my age, because here I am having a kid when all my friends are already sending their kids off to rehab. So it's like I got a lot of catching up to do.
yes, you do.
Yeah. But anyway, so I used to be a power trick-or-treater. I'd run from house to house, with the pillowcases, and I'd have enough candy to last me through April, pretty much.
The king-size
Yes.
pillowcase is the way
Yes,
to go.
yes,
we
the
all
king
know.
size.
Now
And then, but by April, the candy would be kind of stale and hard, and razor blades would be rusty, and it just wasn't the same.
Did you ever pull the trick of taking it back to the car and dumping it out and putting just a few pieces of candy so you look kind of pitiful and sad?
Yeah.
Anna, I'm so
Not me,
impressed.
of course.
I would go home and get another pillowcase and go back out again.
Would you change costumes though so you could hit the same houses?
No, did you do that?
Oh,
That's
absolutely,
a good
man.
one.
You got to do that.
Maybe you just hit one house and have like 100 different costumes.
Yeah, well, that's a good idea
like
too.
more
It's the
work.
dumbest house in the neighborhood.
Yes. Yeah.
Golly.
And then you can go back when you're in college and hit them again and take there's TV and stereo and stuff. Like that.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Trick or treating,
yeah.
Kevin Nealon style.
That's right.
All right,
yeah.
so you're at Zany's tonight, right?
I'm at Zany's tonight. That is correct. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to it. It was fun last night. Good crowd.
Wonderful.
Well,
Well,
you're-
Nashville always is a good crowd. I have
mean,
to
this is
say.
Thursday, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Yeah,
Well,
I
you're-
can't keep track. I don't even know what today is. According to my pill box, today is TH. That's all I know.
TH.
With your wife having family here, is your family going to be embarrassed at the show because they will be part of the show? Do their escapades end up part of the embarrassing stories?
My stand-up actually involves a lot of truth.
Uh-oh.
So a lot of my stand-up is based on truth. It's exaggerated, but they're kind of used to it. Well, the kid doesn't know what I'm talking
He's
about.
too little yet.
Yeah, but and by kid I mean my wife. No, I'm kidding. No, my wife is very. She's a comedian as well. She's a comedic actress, so she knows what's funny and what's not. In fact, I wrote a book called "Yes, You're Pregnant, but What About Me?"
Right.
To kind of document going through my, a female pregnancy. And she was pretty cool with most of the stuff that I wrote about. There's a few things that she, had asked me if I would kind of take out or soften.
And
a little
did
bit.
you?
I did. Yeah, sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Good husband.
You understand.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Tell us
I get
one
it.
of the stories that you get away with then.
Oh, there's so many of them. I talk about. Well, the book is, it's based on going through the pregnancy, but that's just a few chapters, and then it kind of is an excuse for me to write a memoir. Because when you're about to have a child, you think about your own childhood and your parents and how they were.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I mean, I talk about like her going through not menopause, but through the hormonal changes.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
And it's very difficult for men because they just don't understand. It's that the person becomes crazy.
What's your point,
temporarily.
Kevin?
All right, take it easy. Take it easy.
Settle down.
And no matter what they say, they're correct, and you go with it.
Absolutely.
You
Yes,
back
ma'am.
them up. You support them. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
But she came home. I remember. Well, actually, I found a magazine that had a few pages ripped out of it, and I asked her very nicely.
Oh.
I said, "Boy, it seems like there's a couple pages missing from the magazine. I wonder what happened to them." And she eventually admitted that she ripped them out because it was an article on how pregnant women are one of the most murdered groups, of people. And she thought I might read the article and get an idea.
Oh, you've got to be kidding.
And I was a little offended because why would I have to read that? And she was so paranoid that I might see it. She shredded it and actually hand-delivered it to the garbage cans and threw it away. And, of course, I found it and I taped it all together and put it in the car.
Beautiful.
So she would see it.
Now, we've had you in here for a while now, and we still haven't brought up your biggest, greatest, most awesome thing that you've ever done in your life, which is Daddy Daycare, of course.
That is true.
And the veggie blows and all that. So,
Yeah.
The what?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
see,
sorry I missed this.
I have
really
kids.
am, I have to admit.
No, I have kids, and I must tell you, Daddy Daycare. I have never seen the movie, but I've heard the movie on the DVD player in my minivan probably 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that something the kids love? They love repetition.
They do.
Over
They do.
and over and over again.
Yeah, and that is one of their favorite movies ever. So you're.
Is it?
you
Oh,
know,
wow.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's
How
you had-
proud you must
As
be.
they get older, it'll be Grandma's Boy or something else.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin Nealon at Zany's this weekend. Make sure you go see him.
Well, actually, not this weekend. Just on Thursday night.
just tonight.
Just
Yeah.
tonight.
Okay, just tonight.
Tonight.
Wonderful. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for coming in and enjoy your trick or treating.
Oh, it's going to be fantastic. I'm going to be a clown.
Okay, so if a 6'6" clown comes to your door, don't be afraid.
6'4".
Oh, sorry.
Well, the shoes, they're platform shoes.
That is true. They
Yeah.
are platform. It's a little village people shoes.
Kevin, thank you for joining
Thanks for
us.
having me. Bye-bye.